life.
Got my
intro?
cut, we in the
Back
game, man.
to reality.
What camera I'm looking at? Which camera should I look at?
Anyone you want.
Just look on straight ahead.
Oh, okay. What's going on, y'all? Sound and Ease. This is the podcast, man. You know, some of my good people on this Tuesday night. Yeah, I'm happy to be here. You know, I got my water. We all got our waters and stuff like that. It's gonna be a podcast where we talk about music and talking about the stuff we're doing as far as like in the industry and dealing with the label stuff, because we are label partners. You know what I'm saying? Sound Ease is our label. That's our bread and butter right now, what we're doing and pushing this passion project as well. We also missing our fourth party, Tope. You know what I'm saying? Great creative direction person. But anyway, past that, how y'all doing today? How y'all doing, fellas?
Bro.
Well, we here. We're here. Glad to be here.
Yeah, I think we finally made it.
Mm-hmm. So who want to go first as far as introducing themselves and everything?
Let's go by skin complexion.
Oh my God! Oh
This guy loves to do the race card.
Man, he stay doing that to me, bro.
I said skin complexion.
Oh my goodness. Matter of fact, you go first then. We'll go down this way.
See? I wish you was the darkest person. Well, my name is TK. I call myself a serial entrepreneur, businessman. And I just enjoy being in the music space. I've been in this space since about 2010 officially, and since about 2007 unofficially. And I've just been working.
Smooth.
No, the next darkest person in the room is me. So let me go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Mike, a.k.a. Mr. On the Mic. What do I do? Oh, I sell suya for a living. And besides selling suya, I've partnered up with these grand gentlemen to embark on a passion project. And that passion project is called Sound and Ease. So most of the podcast talk should be about lifestyle, what we're going through between ourselves, musically, what's in the industry, what's going on, entrepreneurship, the mindset, things that you think but you're afraid to talk about. We'll talk about it. So that's why we're here, ain't it?
Yeah.
I like that.
Ahead.
I like that sexy voice from Mike, you know.
Yeah, y'all know how I do. You know, when I'm on camera, it comes out. I don't know why, but even my wife might kill me. When it comes out, it comes out.
Hey.
Nigga on this Barry White.
You already know how I do it.
I guess I'm gonna talk more about stuff that I do as well. My name's Chu, Malcolm, either one. Call me either one, don't matter. I do a lot of creative direction stuff, working with artists from smallest to biggest. In the industry, on the African side and on the rap side as well. I started out doing photography stuff and handing out flyers and stuff like that when I was in high school and stuff like that, camera work. And then I grew into doing more stuff on the creative side and marketing as well. And I work with restaurants as well. I work with Mike. We work with each other for some cool amount of time now. And we're looking to build a label where, it's I think we work with individuals that vibe with us and connect with us on a deeper level, and the music is really making it's made with ease. So like we call this Sound and Ease because we want to deal with creatives that make sounds with ease, basically. You know what I'm saying? We deal with artists on the African side, Caribbean side, and also American side as well. So that's a little bit of what I do as well. So I want to talk to you guys about, entrepreneurship tonight, as far as like you guys' journeys, just so it's a little bit more of understanding on their part and what, they can understand what our backgrounds as well. So as far as like being an entrepreneur and currently and right now in 2023, how has it been for y'all so far? It's come to a close going into 2024.
Well, this year of all years, man, it's been tough.
Yeah.
What?
Straight up.
Yeah.
No, I feel like most entrepreneurs, if they're keeping it real, 2023 has been like a chokehold. Like you're trying to find a way to breathe, ain't it?
Yeah.
I remember someone told me, he was like, look, if you can get out of 2023, you can make the rest of your life in the entrepreneurial game. Like,
Yeah.
There are certain things where, like, even if you're just being a straight shot with it, it's not easy to be an entrepreneur in the first place, especially when you're in a bad economy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like most people, they make entrepreneurship look glamorous, but if we're keeping it real, TK, especially the older you get, I feel like it gets more. Is it stressful? Is that the word?
Well, I'm gonna look directly in the camera for this one, right? If you have a weak soul, don't try it. Entrepreneurship, literally, it's not for the weak. It's you have highs, you have lows. Be like, you're doing something. Oh wow, I'm there. 2 months later, you're in a drought. You're like, I have to put myself out. And one thing I've learned, and it took me a while to learn this, especially with entrepreneurship, it's like being in a relationship. You have to have a support system. You will see some dark days ahead where the idea may be amazing in your head. Then you put it out, flop.
Yeah.
Turn around, look at the next person, do exactly what you do, make it. You start questioning, bro, what the hell? What did I do wrong? And it's just, you have to have that support system. And sometimes partnering with certain people, oh, don't be partnership. You can't trust people. Don't let anybody lie to you. Partnership actually motivates you and rejuvenate your ideas. Trust me, I recently went to New York so I can reset my mindset because, that's when I started my first business partner was, and we spoke. It changed it, it reset you. So entrepreneurship isn't for the weak, but if you have the right support system, it gets you going. But yeah, Mike is right. 2023 was a drag. I think because, 2023 was like the first official year without any COVID-related shutdowns or anything, and everybody's trying to catch up officially.
Yeah. No, that good word for it. I think catch up. You think about it, it's like getting back to the norm, but your pockets and inflation not being normal as it used to be before COVID hit, is what everybody's trying to chase and go through. But I feel like it has good and it's bad, right? And I think especially with the age that you're in, if you're coming fresh out of college, then you have nothing to compare it to, right? So you're all good. When you're 20, 21, 22, and you're coming out of, it's kind of like when we were in, I don't know about TK.
Don't date anyone.
Okay.
I'm a young 25 right here.
Let me give you an example, right? When I was coming out of college, it was, I think, during Obama's second term or whatever, right? It was like, I went into college during my president is black, my Lambo is blue.
Yeah.
What a time to be alive.
What a time to be alive, right? I'm about to show my age. So basically, it's like...
And I just said what a time to be alive.
So I feel like that first recession, I don't think I saw it as much. Or I felt it coming out. Trying to get a job, not knowing job security is good or bad, that type of stuff, right? And then you fast forward to now and you're in another recession.
Yeah.
You feel it more because you're already in the workforce and you're pushing through trying to find your next move, opposed to somebody who's 22, 23, 24, who's fresh out and they have a little bit more support, like TK would say, at the house, or you have friends and family who are holding you down a bit, so you're not feeling it as much. So by the time you come out of it, you kind of already You kind of already have a head up because you're not behind the 8 ball. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it just depends on the age group. Sometimes it's circumstance. If you're financially well off before the recession, then you're all good, or you have a good safety net.
Just safety net, yeah.
If you don't have that, I think you're about to learn twice. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So
yeah, safety net for sure. It's like my experience, like this year, it's been hectic. It's been all over the place. Like, but I feel like I learned a lot of like business like acumen even more. Like a lot of stuff I learned as far as like doing business stuff. Like, I've learned a lot of it just by myself, and like from like my older homies. But like my older homies was like doing certain stuff that like it wasn't the right way of doing things, but I feel like the knowledge I took from them is what I applied to my own stuff. But coming around like businessmen that were really doing their thing, like on a structure level like that, that's where I feel like I got tightened up on this year as far as like I feel like financially like it's been weird as far as that go. Like it's been up and down. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like I have a stronger head on my shoulders and notice a lot of stuff that I can apply to my stuff. So it's made me more structured to what I need to do now. Like,
Wait,
makes
so when
more
TK
focus.
brought that up about relationship and stuff like that, right? Do you feel like as being an entrepreneur, you being in a relationship, it hurts you, it helps you?
I feel like the one I'm in now, I feel like it helped me because like it gives me more like we're both like when you dealing with someone that's like y'all both on the same, like y'all both focus on what y'all trying to do, and so like at nighttime y'all just kind of like settle down and just chop it up.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the part where it's like, okay, I could do this, I can make this work, because like when you're dealing with someone that's always nagging you all the time and being like, oh, what are you doing, and they don't even understand what you're doing, then it's like you don't need to be in that situation like that. Especially a person like me, I just can't do it. If you're nagging me all the time, it's like, no. So it's like if y'all on the same thing where it's like y'all are disciplined what y'all trying to do, I feel like it can work. You know what I'm
Like y'all
saying?
doing the same job or what?
Not the same job, but y'all on y'all paths. Like the person I'm dealing with, she's doing sports medicine and it's physical therapy, like trying to go to get her doctor and all that stuff like that.
Okay.
So it's a little bit different, I feel like, and I feel like we still vibe and we understand. Before we got a relationship, we had a talk like, do you want to do this? Like, because we both busy as hell. But once we make that time, it'd be like, it's not really a hassle, but it's not easy either at the same time. But I feel like it's something that's worth working for at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
It's funny. I was actually told recently by a girl, you don't even have time for yourself.
I got told that too.
And it's crazy. Especially one thing I always find funny being entrepreneurs. You guys know that clip of that guy saying that any little money I get, not enjoyment. For entrepreneurs,
Shit.
any money we see, you know how they say you're not supposed to spend your money before you get it.
Shit.
Entrepreneurs know money's coming in. There's already 50 projects that money should go to fund that project. Whereas damn, if I had this money, I could probably bought this equipment for this. That money hits, that money is gone.
Yeah.
In a second. And you know how they say rent's coming up, bills are due. Entrepreneur money don't say.
So do you think like when girls tell you that, that's why you think that's hard to be in a relationship because it's, I won't say scary, but most females think about security and foundation and having a fortress of lifestyle, right? But when you're with an entrepreneur, he's more of a dreamer, correct? And now you're using your money, your family money on a dream, opposed to quote unquote holding the house down. It's I mean, how do you?
It's as he said, it's communication. I do remember I was speaking to one of my guys, and this was back in New York where I'll be talking to a girl. She won't know anything that I do. Because to bring her into that world, it's hard. So basically, all she'll see at the time I was producing fashion shows, all she sees, I'm always around women. But I'm doing casting calls, yes, I did runway coach. I'm doing runway coach. But now until you have to explain to you gotta let them know that you do this. It's not like you out here creeping out. You do anything. It's part of your job. I think it's all about communication. Hey, I'm gonna be here today, and so on. So they know. All right, at least I know he's working. Don't share your location now, but at least let them know where it's communication. At the end, you have to have a conversation, and I feel like people get into a relationship with different people because of the idea of, oh, damn, she's valid or he's valid. I want to be in a relationship. Not knowing that there might be red flags that won't fit your lifestyle.
So do you feel like, even if like financially, you're like, when do you have a conversation with a female about finances?
If she has money, I'm all in.
Of course. Right?
If you have money, we are spending it together.
Because why I ask that question is that, you know, as an entrepreneur, you're trying to use your money that you've even gotten to go make another play.
Yeah.
Or use your money you've gotten to go to chase another dream. And the question is, does whoever you're with, does she fully understand that, okay, I'm going to have some good months and I'm going to have some bad months? Can you hold us down? Do you find somebody like that from the get-go? Or do you find somebody who working with you, you're working with them? But you just know that if you ever fall on hard times, you might be in trouble.
How'd you do it?
How did I do it?
Yeah.
Well, my wife, I found somebody that was secure in what they do. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Personally, me. Why I brought that up was a situation of And I brought it on early on. Relationship, so it was kind of like out there, like, you know, with this lifestyle, this can't go left anytime soon. So
You gotta
and
do that.
it's a work conversation to
You gotta
have with
say that.
somebody, especially when you're dating. But I think it's needed, right? Well, how do y'all feel?
Nah, I agree. Cause like, especially I'm all the way up front. I don't even care. And you can feel however you want to feel about it, because it's the truth as far as like finances, as far as like telling you like, hey, I'm gonna have good months and bad months, like, you know what I'm saying, out the gate. But as long as I like she has an understanding of it. But I feel like at the same time, just even with relationships, period, like you can't really find it. It's like you gotta just like y'all gotta just meet at the right time. Like it's like divine timing. Like that's what I feel like.
That's tricky, right? And you're,
Because I don't think you can just go out and just find somebody. I think you got to attract the person.
okay. Well,
You know what I mean?
let's look at it from TK's perspective a bit because he's a little older. Okay. No, that's no shot on you. Though. I'm just keeping it
Y'all
right
here.
No, what I mean by that is this.
My
right?
age is gonna come up. Me and Mike are in the same generation.
Yes, same generation, but we're far apart. No, my whole mentality was this, right? Explain to me how it feels when you're an entrepreneur, you're going at it, and then you're unsuccessful, and then everybody's looking at you crazy. But once you're able to hit, at least once or twice, do you still feel like you have to not get a relationship because you actually have some money in your pocket now? Like that feeling of, well, not technically I can do what I want because I got some in my pocket now.
It also, from my understanding, and this is just me, it also stems from the maturity of the guy. Because me now, I would say I have a problem, even if I'm going through it, communicating with and I'll just be distant. Like I know it's not working. You know when you get to that, why isn't it working? Why you saw it? And men, well, I live in my head a lot, where a girl could be having a conversation with me. I hear what she's saying because we know how to multitask. I can hear what you're saying, and you asked me to repeat what I just said to you. I can repeat word for word what you said. But to analyze and conceptualize what you said is difficult for me because in my head, it's a maze of me running through different ideas, saying, damn, and hearing what you're saying to see if it can spark an idea. Case example, I spoke with somebody that wasn't really right for me, but every time I was around her, I was inspired to come up with different ideas. So what did I do? I just kicked it for a while, and all my friends said, she's really not for you. But I couldn't explain. She kind of motivates me in a way to get shit done. So I think for me, I would say it's just about that communication aspect and just finding. And I've been blessed, and I've always been an entrepreneur for a long time, but I haven't fully say I want to leave my 9 to 5 for entrepreneurship. I would love to. That's the ultimate goal. But until it becomes steady for me, I can't just live that up because at the end of the day, I'm very old-fashioned, and I believe the man is a provider. And if I'm not able to continue to be able to provide for the family, it's gonna be. I'll be 100% in, and I'm gonna be 100% elsewhere.
But is that like an ego thing or what?
I don't know. It's
Sound like it.
it's an ego thing. I'll say it. It is an ego thing.
Yeah.
I would say it. I don't know why. I think it's my upbringing. It's the way we were brought up.
Yeah, it's true. But my question is, do you feel like in our time we can break it that I won't say chokehold, but it's like why I'm bringing that up to you is this, right? With the women who are even of this day and age, do y'all even feel like everything is how it was back in the day, old fashioned? Because a lot of the women now, I think a lot of them harder than to cook every night or cook every other night. My mom used to make food maybe in batches for us or something like that, and that was just their thing that we did in our house. But a lot of women eat out more, so then they both got to bring, and because they're bringing in an income themselves.
Hey, I welcome eating out, but I can cook myself, even though a lot of people may object to this. I know who you are, but I can definitely cook myself. But eating out is also good. Like I remember a question was proposed to me if we marry a girl that can't cook, and at that moment my answer is, we hiring a nanny, a cook, or a maid or something. She better come correct. But I think times have changed, and that the general conception of what a husband and wives are becoming a little. I'm not saying it's not changing, but it's changing with the times to agree with times. Cost of living has gone substantially up.
Yeah.
So some people were like, "Oh, it's your job to do this." I remember a young lady spoke to me the other day and said, "If you want to date me, I expect you to pay my rent." I said, and I laughed it off. And I said, "So I'm living in my house, paying my rent. So I want to be paying your rent." And they said, "Yeah, you have an issue with that? You're not a real man."
But it's funny about that, right?
I told her I'm not a man. I'm not a man then.
Yeah, I feel like it's two ways, right? I'm sorry. I think most women think about this, and I thought about it from their aspect as well, and it made sense. I'm like, why am I letting you get all these quote unquote wifely perks, and we're going and I'm doing my work and you're doing your work on separate bills? But yeah, you want me to come over and help you clean your crib, help you cook for you, give you kisses and hugs at night, keep it PG because of the cameras. But you understand where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
And then I thought about it. I said, yeah. So when a girl actually pay her rent, she's really saying, if you had put a ring on it, it'd be different. At least you know there's some assurance that way. But if you're not putting a ring on it, at least do something that at least I know that I got my a roof over my head for a couple more months.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's valid or not. I don't even know if that's even. That's why I said when you're an entrepreneur and you hit, these things start to work on your brain a bit.
They
Because
start thinking about it.
when you didn't have anything,
I've had to actually catch myself. And something, money comes in, and all them girls I couldn't take out. Let's go. Hey, you busy? We out. You busy? And I'll start going out more and more. And hit up my guy, yo, we out. Let's go to the club real quick. Let's go to the Red Room. Let's go to the club real quick. And bottles on me. It's just because when you were down, it was like case example, all last year, since I moved to Georgia, so my lifestyle had to drastically change. I lived rent-free with my mama in her basement for so long. Then I decided I want to be the man of my own domain. Move to a new city, and I was good. I had a job, same great job. Again, and I said, you know what? Let's leave the job. Let's focus on something else, and let's build this brand in this new city. And that's not what happened. So I got hit, but as I was getting hit, rather than saying, all right, let's stop this lifestyle, which is what a lot of people fail to do when they're going down, they don't stop their lifestyle. They keep up the lifestyle, which is something I did. I kept that lifestyle going. And so basically, I was spending the same, like I was getting the same type of income, but the amount of money coming in was not matching what was going out anymore. So what happens is you do this to put up a lifestyle. Yeah, I've always been that guy. I've always been that guy. And as an entrepreneur, you can't ever have that mindset because you will affect the brand, you will affect the business and everything. So yeah, so it's just like an ego thing and also definitely a maturity thing where you have to be real with yourself and say that when do I stop? When do I get off this sinking ship? I'm not going down with the ship.
Yeah.
I need to find another ship. I need to hop on a life raft.
So when is the quitting button like ever pressed? Like, because in my eyes, I always say, 1,000 kill, 1,000 come. Where we're from Ghana, 1,000 kill, 1,000 come means even if you come after me, I'm keep coming more and more over and over again, right?
Yeah.
Because an entrepreneur, your mind always thinks that it's never gonna fail. So I gotta pivot.
Yes.
My question is, when do you? Because maybe I misinterpreted what you told me, but I feel like you pressed like, now let's quit this and go to the next project.
No, I didn't say let's quit and go to the next project. Just alter the way I was moving. Just literally alter it, take a step back. And just say, take a step back and reevaluate everything. And have time. let's change the game plan. So I just changed the game plan. Game plan is the ultimate goal is still there. How we're gonna get about it is a lot different. It's what I just did. How we're gonna get about it is just different. The way, like I said, I had to be the main man of my own domain now. I live by myself now. As opposed to, damn, I ain't got food at the crib. Nah, don't worry. I know mom's got food upstairs. Let me go raid my mom. Even when I was home, I'm sorry to my little sister. I always said, I know she bought food in that fridge. Let me go eat that food and everything. Damn, I gotta go out. I know mom. I'm just gonna take my mama car. She put gas in it. So
and that's why he's making a strong point because I wanted to flip it and put it on his age group.
Oh.
And how he's dealing with it going into it. Like when you're fresh, like in your 18 to 23, 24, 25 range of hustling, how do you see it at that point? Like, because I remember how I saw it, but I wanted to get his perspective because he's in it at this prime time in his life.
Like just hustling?
Just hustling, knowing that like you have a dream.
Toast are being washed in this game.
I feel like
go ahead. My fault.
That's a question that, you know, because I feel like I'm hustling for a long time. As far as like since I was 18, I always been like so headstrong on trying to get some money. Like since I can remember, like whether I was like selling shoes in school and stuff like that, and helping out with some of the bills or whatever. My mom and my pop split up, like just helping out like little shit, and then like I feel like now I've pivoted so much in directions, but I feel like now as like an entrepreneur person, I feel like this is where I'm supposed to be. And like I know it's not like it's always never that simple because you always got to move in like different directions and stuff like that. But I feel like now I'm cool where I'm at, but I really want to go further, and that's really like on me at this point. But it is kind of weird, like in my age group, I feel like my age group, like there's a lot of hustlers in my age group that's really doing their thing for sure. But I do feel like it's a lot of complainers and people that like cry and moan a lot too. And be like, oh, this is my people not supporting me. This is like, you know what I'm saying, this and that or whatever. But after a while, it's like, who cares, like for real? Because at the end of the day, the people that's gonna support you the most are people that you don't know like that. And that's what I would come to understand and know. And even just trying to build my own stuff up, it's not been the most easiest thing, but it's like it's better than what I've seen or where I've come from.
Oh, you come from. Oh yeah.
So
definitely.
it's like I'll take that. Like it's not even it's nothing really to even get sad about when it's bad times because it's like who care? Like it's better than where you came from. Like that's how I look at it. It's like it's not even.
It's better than yesterday.
Yeah, it's better than yesterday. Like, and I'm just gonna try again tomorrow anyway. So it's like it is what it is.
I was driving that because whenever you're young like that, especially you have time.
Yeah.
There's a different. What is it? Is it eagerness or a different type of like vim? Whenever you know that look. I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but I'm gonna try it anyway. I'm gonna put my all into it. Mm-hmm. Opposed to having this responsibility on your neck that if it doesn't work, I might be screwed over for a bit. But whenever you're young, you don't have that many responsibility. You don't have a wife and kids and all like that, and you can just try whatever you want to try. Mm-hmm. Look at E smiling. He knows what time it is. It's like it's a different feeling.
Yeah, it's different.
I'm always telling him, I'm like, look, man, anything you want to jump into it because once you get to like mid-30s, you still have that mindset of, oh, I'm going to jump into this, I'm going to try. But then you have to also know that, look, I got a wife and kid at the crib. Most cats in their mid-30s probably have a kid or two by that point. Yeah. Or one on the way.
I don't have any.
But his on the way, don't worry.
But I knew this too, though. Like, when I get to my 30s, like, I see people that's around me that I see that's like in their late 20s and 30s and like they just be complaining like this and that, like about what it didn't work for them and stuff like that. I'm just like, y'all sound soft, like golly, like that's how I look at it. I'm not saying that that's what they are, but I'm just saying that's how I feel like, because at the same time, it's like I see what you're doing, I see what other people are doing too. That's around us, like they're still mashing, still. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying they are where they want to be either, but the energy is still there. Like I want to, like this was gonna happen for me. It's gonna happen for me. Like, but people feel like they lose their drive and their sauce because they blame it on other things around them. And I know that when I get in my 30s and stuff like that, that's not gonna be me. Like I'm not. It's not gonna happen. Like I rebuke that. So whatever I gotta do right now, that's just what I gotta do right now. So later on, I don't gotta have that. And like, I'm not a person that just make excuses for me anyway. Like, oh, this didn't happen because of this, and my mama didn't have this, my dad didn't have that. It's like that's weak as hell. Like that doesn't get you anywhere because there's people that come from literally nothing that have made some of themselves. Like, so what's the thing to complain about? This isn't working for me, whatever. I just know when I get in my 30s, I'm not gonna be having that. Like, I'm not saying I gotta be the most top super duper millionaire either. I'm just saying I'm just gonna be still mashing doing what I'm trying to do.
Wait, so TK, quick question. Do you feel like circumstances of childhood makes people hustle at an earlier age? Because what I realized, even in the African realm, with like seeing people from the countries like Ghana, Nigeria, Cameroon, I've seen a lot of Nigerians, especially when they come to America from Nigeria, because of childhood upbringing and I guess the competition level being so high, they're able to leave the complaining at the door and start hustling to find a way, even though they came from not so ideal circumstances. So, I mean, you explain to me why you feel like that mindset is there.
It's not complaining, it's venting.
Okay.
That's this. Sometimes you just gotta get it off your chest. Once you get it off your chest, because I know, I heard a man of God said one time that when you have bad thoughts or you have like when you keep it in you, you internalize it.
Yeah.
Speak it out. So, damn, I'm having a bad day, but you keep saying I'm having a bad day in your mind. You just keep internalizing bad thoughts.
But my question is that stuff real? Because why I'm bringing that up is that people say you internalize, right? In Ghana, they say you like osugu, like you're crying in your stomach and keeping it in, right? But then also some people also tell me this. If you speak it out into existence, it's going to come to pass.
No, you see, so it's like a glass half full, half empty.
Exactly.
So there's no way you look at it would be right. But I feel like I always say that I know the sacrifices that my parents made when they came here to get me here. And I just got to do what I got to do to repay that favor to them.
So like, what gets you in that mindset, though?
Huh?
Like, what gets you in that mindset?
It's just I can't afford not to. I don't have a choice. There's no choice. I can complain as much as I want. I will grind. One of my boys told me he saw, I think, of that Sam's Club. He was like, nigga, you work here too? I said, we chase it. We do it. We learn the experience. Like, no job is too little for me. In this day and age, every job counts. Experience is a notch on your on your resume. At the end of the day, you building a world resume. Because now some companies say, I want you to have 10 years of experience. You got out of college at age 20, 21. You out of college, get any early certification, and they want you to have 10 years. And I've been to those companies where we hiring people, or when I want to get hired. Oh, you haven't done this enough, but I'm the most qualified here. But it's the experience, so you just gotta suck it up and keep working.
So even bring that up, do you feel like, I'm not gonna say it, I'm trying to say it a nice way. But
say how you want.
But is school a scam? Like looking back at from our time to now, was college a waste of time? Opposed to the memories and enjoying it,
I dropped
that
out.
was there. Like, it was a time in your life where you never get back, which is memorable, meeting people and friends and a third. But the lack of experience, 'cause I always say, even my hustle I'm in now, if I had got in 4 years earlier, I don't know where I'd be right now. I might think I'd be further than I am now, but who knows? And no one everyone speculate.
Yes and no. Appreciate all our doctors, nurses that are actually going to school, saving our lives.
Amen.
Because in the future, we're fucked. But it's a yes and no the way you look at it. Because at the end of the day, some people I found my team and I found my passion. I found what I was great at. I already knew it, but being in school and it's crazy, most of the people that I ran with when I was at BMCC, when we're producing shows and everything, I know what they're doing now. We literally, the motto for the school, start here, go anywhere. And most of us get introduced, especially I would say this is in the entertainment industry, more introduced into the entertainment and the planning aspect of the entertainment industry when we join the club and we have to put on a show.
Mm-hmm.
And especially you join the club, you're trying to have the best show at the school. So you start learning the intricacies of the shows, how to put a full production together. And that's when I started falling, I love this. I live for this. This is fun. So I feel like
The idea of school is great.
I remember I told a young artist at the time when he was going to school, when he was going to college, he was like, I don't really need school. I said, you may not. You may not. Do 2 semesters. That's going to be your best experience. You're going to meet new people. So
yeah.
even if you believe school's not for you, do a semester or 2.
Yeah, go see what it's talking about.
Enjoy the experience. You get to meet different people from walks of life, and you'll meet somebody 3,000 miles away, acts just like you. So that's I will never knock college. I'm a fan of higher education. I just chose that. I don't need it at the time. I actually said, maybe let me go finish. Let's see what this is about. But because even in this day and age, I was laughing. I said, a kid could just leave high school and technically just go get a AWS certification or a IT certification, and he is good. They're set.
Sure.
And that's my question now, because I would say when I was coming out of school, or even when I was in school, these options weren't really there.
It was not.
And then when I look back at it now and I see all my little cousins are going to the school system now, and I see them like going to pick up a camera and just learn this quick something on AR or YouTube, the biggest university in the world.
YouTube University,
Yeah,
YouTube, TikTok
the
University, and TikTok University.
And you start seeing that, and then they're actually learning a craft or learning a trade, basically getting back to it and making some real money at a faster age.
Yeah, man.
I'm looking at the situation like, damn, was I caught up in the hype of go to college, get a good job, and make it?
Don't you believe sometimes that you grew up in the wrong generation?
Yeah, definitely. I look at it 2 ways, right? I feel like it made me harden a bit, would help my life out a bit because life is just hard. But then it made me a little bit bitter and soft because I'm looking at like, well, technically, if I grew up in their time, I would have really killed it because I would have had this hustle plus this. I would be blown by now.
Yeah.
So that's why I said, but then
You are blown. Come on, you're Ikes.
It sounds good. I thank God for it. But the question is that who knew if you were, let me say it like this to make it sound better. We grew up in the Instagram era, and whichever we were able to manipulate that. And
No. You're giving us enough credit. We grew up tag and high five era, and
you grew up.
So we grew up. Our social media was AIM. Like I was even talking to my siblings about this the other day. We grew up in an era where you only have 250 text messages per month from your subscribers.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh,
I probably got that on my
do
phone
you know
right
how
now.
hard is it to now? I go to 350 text messages with one person, but per day, per month, for the entire month. 250 text messages, and you don't have unlimited calls, so you have to wait till 9 o'clock to call whoever you want to call. So if you meet a girl, she give you her number, so you and 6 other guys are waiting to call her at 9 o'clock.
But in these times now, I feel like I definitely don't think college I don't think college is a scam. Oh, okay. Man. I feel like college isn't a scam because I feel like it depends on what you're trying to do. Because if you feel like, if you got something better going at home, then stay home. But if you want to go outside and build a name for yourself, go to school right quick. Just see what's going on.
Learn people.
Yeah, learn people, meet new people, because like I feel like stepping outside of your comfort zone, which is home, you're gonna learn a lot more different experiences and get a touch to a lot more different things. Because the good thing about, when I dropped out because like I paid that last little money that semester and I just moved on, like because it was like 10 bands and I had to pay my own pocket that 10 bands. Like I was like, shit.
Yeah, that's
but the good thing is I was already moving around outside anyway, so I was kind of cool a little bit. But I do think, if you don't know what you're trying to do, like go to school, man. Go to school. It doesn't hurt at all. You know what I'm saying? But this is the pilot episode of Sound and Ease, the podcast. Anything you guys want to leave off with? What is that? This quick little pilot, right quick.
Nah, man, it's the S&E flow.
It's the S&E flow.
In this
man.
life, chop life. Don't let that life chop you.
You know what I mean?
You come as you go, naked.
I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Tap in, like, comment, subscribe. You know, share this to your homies, share this to your loved ones, and tap in. We got a lot of good things coming. Stay tuned, y'all.